03 for civil defense.
Today was the third day of the ordinary session of the Executive Committee of the Forum of Parliaments on the Great Lakes region. And they began by assessing the situation within the Great Lakes region, and they pointed out that in Central African Republic, there are increased rebel activities that need to be dealt with.
So there's still fighting between the National Army, alongside the Russian mercenaries and Rwandan forces, and elements of the coalition of Patriots for Change, which at times have killed many innocent civilians in that country.
There's still a lot of insecurity, which needs joint effort by the ICGL member states, so that they help Central African Republic to put the country back and eliminate those negative forces.
Although the LRA rebels that wreaked havoc within northern Uganda for several years, and their rebel leader Joseph Kony has been on the run for so many years, there has been a semblance of peace in those areas, but according to some of the member states, there are still rebel activities of LRA, especially in South Sudan.
The Lord-resistant army who used to operate in Uganda and they came to South Sudan and went to Congo and Central Africa have resumed their activities. And when this is being done, sometimes they come to South Sudan, abduct people, loot items, kill, and they go.
We need to join concerted efforts to make sure that they are hunted down until they are eliminated completely. If they are not eliminated, they will keep on re-emerging. They move from one country to another, then from there they start causing problems.
The assessment was also done on the situation, especially within the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, which is a mineral-rich area that harbors hundreds of rebels, and they continue to destabilize that part of the region.
We also saw rebels advancing into fresh territories, the M23, and this has continued even in 2023. And most of these activities are being advanced by the M23, which seem to be growing in numbers.
Accusation and counter-accusations cannot solve the problem. If your DRC is accusing Rwanda for supporting M23, and Rwanda is accusing DRC for supporting rebel activities against Rwanda, it may not be solved just by mere speech. We need to sit them down and say, if Rwanda, because we need to first have fact-finding mission, is it true?
Definitely, for a fact-finding mission, for you to do it, you must have the agreement of those who are involved. So when it was agreed upon in Brazzaville and also recently in Kenya and Uganda, I was tasked to make sure I consult those countries that are involved. We have had consultations with the DRC. We went there with the president of the forum, and they had no issue. At the beginning of this month, I was in Rwanda. I met the leadership of parliament, and that's how we are doing it. But of course, what we are getting from both sides is that they are positive to the suggestion.
Later on, resolutions are going to be made on what needs to be done, and a consensus will be reached, and therefore, after that, those resolutions are supposed to be sent to the respective parliaments within the different states of the Great Lakes region before the executive gets involved in ensuring that there is an end to especially the conflicts that are destabilizing some regions like DRC, South Sudan, and Central African Republic. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV, Juba, South Sudan.